Happy Wednesday! I hope you guys have had an awesome Wednesday so far and that it's been off to a really good start. I want to let you know that I'm going to be trying to do this a few times a week, giving you just like, it's ideally going to be in the morning, and just a good morning blurb for about 10 minutes. And the whole point of it is just going to be to encourage you and to motivate you for your day ahead. So I have never done a video, like a YouTube video before. So excuse me with it. I'm learning the ropes and we all have to start somewhere, right? Like I shouldn't probably be doing it in front of a window, but I just want you to have the pieces and I want to get it in here. And I want you guys to have it because I have some really important stuff to tell you. So I have notes, and while I'm learning how to do these, I am making myself kind of read and follow from my notes so that I can be very strategic with you guys and helping you in the most impactful way. So today's topic, what I want to talk to you about with is following up, retention, and by following up and retention, I mean customer care and duplication, okay? So the reason that I want to talk to you about this right now is that we just came off an incredible month. And we are heading into an incredible month. There's a lot of people getting started because it's January and there's some challenges happening right now. And sometimes we think that recruiting is the hard part. And guys, that is not the hard part. And I don't say that to discourage you. I don't say that to cause you to feel defeated. But recruiting is not the hard part. People are ready and we have things that work. And I am telling you this so that you really plug in and hear what I'm telling you. So when people order, so many times people order and we kind of think of it or view it as like the end, like, oh, I got them in, like we're good. And what happens to our follow-up piece? It starts to become, it's like maybe once a week, maybe every couple of days, when in reality, we need to be providing better care than that. We need to be messaging them more. We need to be asking them really good questions. And we have to be engaging with them, you guys, in three-way conversations on a regular basis. This is the key to retention. It's super important. And why is it important? It's important because the way that we get people started on this, it is what is going to last in this. And I will say that again, louder for the people in the back. The way that we get people started on this, you guys, is what is going to last in this. So if we say to them something very vague, which is what we tend to do, and just say, how's it going, right? What do they always say? They always say, oh, it's good. When in reality, it might not be good, but we are accustomed to saying that because we live in a culture where everything's fine, I'm fine, you're fine, everything's fine, everything's good. And then 3 weeks later, and they drop off. And we're like, what happened? They said everything was fine. And we didn't really know what happened because we didn't ask them about their bloating. We didn't ask them about their headaches. We didn't ask them about their bathroom habits. And that can all be a part of what's going on. So detox, you guys, is different and it looks different for every single person. So if we're not telling them what can happen, then guess what? They'll end up following off. And so we have to be asking them really good questions. And it's not just how is everything going? It's how are you doing with your bathroom habits? And I know that feels really awkward to say to them, but guys, we can ask them this. It's part of what we do, right? Are you noticing any bloating? How are your headaches? Are you having any headaches? Not because we want to plant a seed of detox and a negative seed of things that are going to happen, but because if it is happening, we have got to know about it and we've got to help them adjust it and help them with their doses to keep and retain and help them hit their goals that they entrusted us with. We want to ask them, how is your water intake? And when they say good, we don't just settle with that. We say, okay, how much water are you drinking? What does your water look like during the day? So step one, as people are waiting for their products, they've ordered, they're ready to go, they're waiting for their products. Ask them to track their food for a few days. Not because we're a crazy meal plan company, not because we're trying to be Nazis and be all on top of everybody and their habits as if we're the experts, right? But so that you can see where they're starting and you have an idea of where their starting point is. Ask them about their food. Ask them what they're having. Ask them about the things that they crave. Ask them about their water while they're getting going. How many ounces are you drinking? Ask them to just log it for a few days. So, because you guys, the water is going to flush out. It's going to flush out their toxins, and it works while plexus is breaking down the things in your body. The water is pulling the toxins out that plexus breaks down. And just tell them that, and tell them, like, I know you have a goal and I want you to succeed within that. So one of the most common things, you guys, that people tell us within this is that, oh my gosh, and I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, hunger control is making me hungrier. And that's actually not reality. What's actually really happening is that it's speeding up their metabolism. So help them see things, help them understand what is going on and what is going to happen, and that these things are natural and that they are good. And so when they do happen and when they come, we can adjust things for them if need. We can give them tips and tools, and we can help them realize that that things that are happening are good, not bad. Here's the other thing I want to make sure you're doing, and don't avoid this because it is the key to duplication, you guys. I promise you, and I know a lot of you don't have this as an example for me, who are my level ones, who are underneath me, because my sponsor did not start doing plexus for the business aspect. So not all of you have examples of this in reality from me. You're not gonna say, oh, Kim's doing this, I'm gonna do this too. But you guys, three-way conversations, I promise you, are the key to duplication. They're super duper important. I know some of you guys have a stigma around it, and you have fear of how others may perceive a three-way conversation. But here's how I want you to start it. This is how I want you to frame the three-way conversation, because it works and it's the truth, you guys. I just want you to say, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend. I love that in this community, we are never alone. And just in case I wouldn't be here to answer one of your questions, I want you to have somebody here that is, and then just start the three-way conversation. So here's another thing about three-way conversations. If you ask permission, it almost seems like it's not normal. Is everybody going to be responsive and super talkative and chatty in a three-way? No. But guys, three ways are key to duplication. And why? Because even if you know what you are doing, your goal is to get your people to invite people into this. And what's the number one thing that keeps people from believing that they can do this? They don't feel like they know enough about it to share it with somebody else, or they think they don't have their own results yet. Those are the two things that keep people from sharing right away. So when you put people into that three-way conversation, it teaches people, it teaches them, hey, do you know what? I didn't know a lot about this, but I was put into a three-way conversation with Missy or whoever. So this time when I have questions, or when somebody that's asking me has questions, I'm gonna pop them into a three-way conversation with her too. It's the community, you guys, and it's the support, and it's exactly why we love this so much. And I have a few people on this team that are extremely good at putting me in three-way conversations and putting people in three ways, right? Kendall's a really good example of this. She's really busy. She teaches third grade. She teaches during the day. She's full-time working, right? She's not home like I am doing this during the day. So it releases the pressure off of Kendall or off of whoever is at work, that she has to be on her phone to answer all of the questions all of the time, because now she has a backup plan with the person who she's in the three-way conversation with. And the person that she's talking to knows that and knows that I am there for her through it with her too. So today, I want you to go back through the people that you've signed up recently, say December, and if you've signed some in January, check and see If you have them in a three-way conversation, if you need help with verbiage on that, I want you to reach out to me and message me and tell me. Check to see what your follow-up is and has been like with them. How many questions are you asking them? Don't wait for them to come to you and see and ask their questions. Don't wait for a few weeks to see if bathroom problems go wrong. If you just say, how are you doing? Most people are not going to share the specifics with you and tell you what's really going on. So you have to step into it and ask them specific questions. Guys, your bathroom habits are like the car wash. For every 3 cars that go in the car wash, 3 cars need to come out of the car wash, right? If that's not happening, we need to make some shifts for them. And we need to make them realize that that is healthy and normal. And that's our goal. So take 10 minutes, look at your conversations from the most recent people, and then look at those conversations for helping them to get accountability partners. So put them in 3 ways, guys. Ask the right questions. The IPA sheet from that January bundle is in this thread, and it is in the announcements at the top of our team page in Wellness Warriors. Follow that IPA sheet. These videos that I'm going to be doing for you on a regular basis are just tips and mindset stuff. It's not a power hour video, but you can go through, and you should go through, the IPA sheet that's in the January business bundle. Send out those birthday messages, go through your back office, check your perks report. Whoever you've signed up, you want to continue for them, and do all of the customer care with for your convention credits. Go through the IPA sheet. Okay? I'm super proud of you guys. You guys are crushing it already. You have a lot of enrollments already, and it's only January 5th, and it is only going to get better. One final thing, tomorrow is the last day to get people in on this challenge. So every single person that you have in on the challenge, don't frame it in a big scary way about building a business or growing a team or anything like that. Simply normalize it and say, listen, I know, and I know I said this in my last video, that when people do 3 products for 3 months with 3 friends, statistically, their success exponentially increases by 80%. I want that for you, and I know you're entrusting me with your goals. And so, would you be open to allowing me to help you get some accountability partners? If they are, help them put a post up on Facebook tonight and help them reach out to a couple of friends in a 3-way conversation. And that's all I have for you today. So happy Tuesday. You guys are setting the bar high already. And message me if you need anything. Love you guys.